shot in 4K ultra-high definition. Your #1 source for local news. WRAL News. Coverage you can count on.
And you can count on us to keep you up to date on this weather as you take a live look outside. Man, the rain is still pouring out there. WRAL Storm Tracker giving us this view from I-440. This is right near Jones Franklin Road. And we have our cameras all over the area. This is Fenton. Not a great day for an outdoor mall over in Wake County, but the rain clearly pouring, not just on the lens there, but you can see it coming down in the distance. So things are going to be pretty wet for quite a while. We want to check on the radar really quick. Meteorologist Kat Campbell is updating us and keeping an eye on everything.
And you know, Dan, it's not very often that we go with 100% chance of rain, but that's what we went with today, and this is why. We're talking pretty much a washout of a day. We saw widespread rain move in earlier. A couple areas dried out since then, but we've got another round of widespread rain moving in for the evening commute. So it's going to be a mess out there. I would plan some extra time to get where you need to go. Roads are wet across the entire viewing area. We do have one severe thunderstorm warning to talk about. This includes a sliver of Hoke County and Moore County, including Southern Pines. Damaging wind gusts the primary threat here, and that warning in effect for 45 more minutes. Dan and Lena.
We'll keep checking in. Thank you, Kat.
State lawmakers want to create more rules for protesters. Many of the demonstrators on UNC-Chapel Hill's campus wore masks, and you may remember this from last November when protesters in Durham here, you see, blocked a busy highway. This tied up traffic for a while. The General Assembly wants to put an end to both. WRAL's Eric Miller is joining us live now from the state legislative building. Eric, what kind of penalties could people see if this bill passes?
Alina, it does depend on the charges here. We're talking about anything from misdemeanors to felonies, depending on what exactly these protesters or criminals would be charged with. It could also mean civil liabilities for protest organizers if someone died while protesters were blocking a road.
After weeks of protest, a pointed response. This bill, advanced by Senate Republicans Tuesday, would increase penalties for people or protesters who wear a mask while committing a crime, and for protesters blocking a street or highway. It would also repeal the COVID-era exception that allows people to wear a mask in public for their health and safety. That last change drew the most criticism during Tuesday's meeting, especially from Democrats.
Well, there are immunocompromised people. There are people with various kinds of disabilities and diseases for whom it really is life or death, and whether or not they can leave their home.
The bill's sponsor, Wilson Republican Buck Newton, pushed back, arguing the mask ban is unlikely to be enforced unless someone is committing a crime.
This was not a problem pre-COVID. We didn't see Greeny getting arrested in the Walmart.
But activists and civil liberties groups also argued the bill goes too far in another area, suppressing protests.
It is another anti-protest bill. We have seen this here in this body before. Groups get out there and protest, and you're like, nah, we're going to go and curb this.
I trust people's good common sense. I trust law enforcement's good common sense.
Now, this bill was advanced to the Senate Rules Committee today. It could be on the floor as soon as this week. Lena?
All right, Eric Miller reporting live for us in Raleigh. Thank you.